Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. We are waiting a few more seconds for people to join, and then we can start. Hope everyone had a nice day up until now, and you're excited as we are for the webinar. All right. I think, yeah, lots of people have already joined. So I would like to greet you to our webinar, Insider Access, Preview the Roadmap and Guide Future Development. My name is Toby. I will be your host today, and I'm joined by our CMO, Lauren, and our product manager, Julia. And just in case you wonder what exactly you have joined right now, except like, perhaps you're also wondering why there's a Captain Picard riding a lightsaber in the background. That's just to trigger some of you. But basically, what this is something that has sprung from a basic tradition we have with our customers in the past, with physical meetings where we meet up with customers, have a roundtable, discuss future developments, current developments, provide the opportunity to give feedback and input on what we are doing right now. And we thought that it would be nice, of course, to open this up to more of you. And because of this, we are trying this format now in form of webinar. And for this to work and to give you the opportunity to give as much feedback as possible, to as much input as possible, we want to do this interactive, and we're using a tool called Menti for this. I'll explain this in a second. Just have a quick look at the agenda. Like I said, I will explain how this interactive session will work. Then we will have a look at the full roadmap, things that are currently in development, things that are more like later in the timeline. And then Lauren and Julia will do a deeper dive into different points from the roadmap, where in between we will have opportunities for you to give your input, to give your reactions to everything we are telling you. So first off, let's talk about how this session will work. As I said, we are using Menti. You can see at the top of the presentation a URL, menti.com, and a code 48528798. You can use your browser or you can use your phone and join this URL and use the code to join the session. And there you will then have at different points opportunities to interact with our presentation, and you will also see the results right in the presentation. I will also share the URL and code in the chat right now, so you can copy and paste it if you like. And I'm already seeing people are joining. That's great. And we will have a quick test run with our first question right now. Just a general question. What does success look like for you in your role this year? You can put in your answer up to 200 characters, put in whatever you like. The answers will pop up here right on the screen, just so you see how this works. There will be other formats as well, but this is one of the ones that we would like to use. Also, while you're putting in your comments, just quick info, the session will be recorded and you will receive the recording after the session. So if you want to rewatch something, you can do that. Also, you can also, of course, ask questions via the Q&A feature. Please, if possible, use the Q&A feature in Menti. There's a big button at the bottom of your screen when you join Menti where you can put in Q&As, because all the questions that we will tackle at the end of the session will be drawn from Menti, and you will be able to also rank those questions so they increase in yeah. So we've already have lots of answers. Great. Good Black Friday sales is yeah. That I hear that's important. Yeah. Automate more tasks. Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, really interesting to see how success is defined differently across roles. So there's some similarities, but also some differences, which is cool. some things that you may or may not be seeing on the roadmap coming up, which is promising.
Mm-hmm.
Vector search.
All right, that's
This we
great.
can see AI automation and stuff. Again, AI vector search. Interesting.
Someone might have read our announcement, which is great, of course, coming from marketing. All right, I'd say let's go to the next slide. Thanks a lot, everyone, for giving your answers. We see it works, and we will have lots of fun with this. So first off, let's talk about the roadmap. And for this, I will hand over to Julia.
Thanks so much, Tobias. Hello, everybody. Let's talk about our next generation roadmap. So as you can see on the screen, we have 3 different sections: now, next, and later. We are also highlighting AI initiatives with this purple color, magenta, up to you. So you can take a look what we are looking in the future for, and also what we are doing right now. And let's talk about AI guided selling first. So basically that's about generation question and answers experiences for your guided selling. For those who are working currently with campaigns and advisors, that would be quite interesting. Next is about vector search. We already launched vector search in a fallback mode a few months ago. But what is interesting, this week we already launched vector search in a hybrid mode. So stay tuned and reach out for the demo. And we will be talking about this a little bit in more details, and I will be running demo as well today for you. Next amazing initiative is data enrichment part 2. I know everybody, probably not everybody, but lots of you have issues with your data, probably would like to enrich with some extra colors, extra features, so that it would provide discoverability and better search experience. So we have this initiative in place as well, and we will be having a demo for this. If we are talking about next, we have data enrichment part 2. This is about automating this experience so that you spend less time on manually enriching that, but the work will be done automatically. Regarding other initiatives, we are constantly working on UI improvements. We also relaunching A/B testing soon to provide you much more smoother experience, much more KPIs. We will be talking more in this session about A/B testing. And about later initiatives, we are going to work on the image search, which is currently in the research. This is quite interesting initiative, which would be an extension for the vector search. Also, next initiative is about industry-specific vector search to fine-tune the modeling, provide much more personalized experience. And last but not least, we are also working on improving our analytics, since it's quite a big pain point for our customers. I didn't mention this, but we are also launching data enrichment next week already. So stay tuned.
Thanks, Julia. Related to this, we have our next interaction option, which is a word cloud, if you know what this is. The question is, if you could have any feature you want tomorrow, what would you choose? You can put in multiple words if you like. The words will be gathered here. And I don't know if you've seen a word cloud before. If one answer pops up multiple times, then the words will get bigger respectively. So yeah, image search is no surprise, I think. I love word clouds. Just something about that.
Voice search. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is so valuable. This is really the kind of feedback that we and input we want to take back to the team. So keep it coming.
Yeah.
Love the interaction.
Yeah, there is something
Atlas.
quite satisfying, isn't there, about seeing the word the word cloud grow. Nice. Interesting.
Image search is still, I think, it's on par with data enrichment right now. Vector is also very, very strong.
Yeah.
Looking good. Still answers coming in, of course. Great. So I think we have a pretty good picture of what you're excited about. Let's say dive into more details on the now. So what's being released right now, what you can already use or very, very shortly. And I'll hand over to Lauren for this.
Yes. Thanks, Tobias. Hi, everyone. So firstly, we want to discuss AI guided selling. So a really exciting feature. Now, when we think of guided selling, we usually think about helping shoppers find the right product through that interactive step-by-step journey, like having that really helpful store assistant. And that's still true, but what's different here is how those guided experiences are actually created. So traditionally, setting those product advisor campaigns meant starting from scratch, writing out the flow, defining all the questions, and that was really powerful, but it was a little bit time consuming. So this changes that. So with this new feature, it uses a large language model to do all the heavy lifting. So you just tell it what the campaign is about, and within a few seconds, like magic, it generates a fully structured advisor campaign. So you can still edit, tweak, and make it your own, but it gets you about 80% of the way there instantly. So yeah, really, really useful in saving time, resulting, of course, in better experiences for your customers, faster time to market, and most importantly, way less manual work for you guys. So yeah, really important. So over to you, Julia, who's going to show how this works.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren.
Reset for some reason. Okay, now we're today.
Next one, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, this one. Thank you so much. So as you can see on the screen right now, using OpenAI's large language model technology, FactFinder, based on the chosen search term that you're entering on this kind of a pop-up that you can see on the left, FactFinder builds a logical structure by identifying relevant facets and possible answer path. Then, FactFinder, by using LLM, generating natural language questions and answers, ensuring a conversational and intuitive user experience. Last but not least, instead of manual mapping product, FactFinder dynamically attaches relevant products to the answers to guide your shop users. We also provide diagnostic context menu, which explains why the tree was created in the certain way with the certain questions. And if you don't like the tree, you can always generate a new one for the same search term, and the tree will be different. So yeah, please feel free to try it out. You have a full flexibility now and less manual work because you already work with the pre-generated draft that saved you hours, if not days. Thank you.
Julia, and we are on to our next question, which is what outcome is most important for you and your customers when used guided selling? For this one, you have 100 points that you can distribute between the different answers. You can weigh them differently, however you like, and we will see the results right here. You can, of course, put all of your points into one answer, or you can evenly distribute them. It's completely up to you. I'll give you a few seconds because this one is, of course, a little bit more. Yeah. Get already answers coming in.
I think that top one, the reduced decision overload, we see a lot, especially with when it's a more complex purchase, like it might be, sporting goods or electronics, and customers just really aren't sure what they want. This can really help.
Nice. I love how dynamically it's changing the order.
Yeah. Actually, another important thing about this, or something that we're proud of, is that AI guided selling was recognized externally as well by Gartner. So it was highlighted as one of our strengths in the most recent Magic Quadrant. So that was a nice validation that it's not just innovative, but it's actually making a difference. So yeah.
So I think we have a winner. Looking at the number of answers with guidance through complex and high involved purchases. That's what guided selling is for, isn't it? Great. Well, thanks a lot, everyone, for participating. And let's head over to the next feature, which is vector search. And to Lauren again.
Thanks. Right. Yeah, really hot topic right now, as we've seen from some of our word clouds. See, especially with the rise of ChatGPT and the way it's changing how people shop. I'm sure some of you are seeing this, but that's that move from beyond keywords to this more natural needs-based search, and that's obviously exactly where vector search comes in. So unlike traditional keyword matching, vector search understands the meaning behind the query, so it can interpret context, intent, and even nuance. So this is a real game changer for capturing those long tail queries. It also handles multilingual and mixed language searches without needing for that exact match or manual tuning, which is super useful. And so there's two ways in which this can be implemented, which Julia will go into shortly, as a fallback, which is more to recover the zero results, or in hybrid mode, which is combining it with keyword-based search in one query. But either way, it helps you surface the right products when shoppers aren't searching for the perfect search term, which, let's be honest, is most of the time. So next, Julia will go into a bit more detail on this and show you a brief demo. Over to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. Let's talk about first how it works a bit. So our vector search, basically, we are using AI model, which is translating the words into numerical expressions to capture the meaning behind the query. Next, the AI checks these numeric expressions with the product data to semantically similar items based on the mathematical distances in the vector space. In the end, the closest products are then returned to the shop as a search result. So that's how it works. Next, I would like to show some demo. Yes, sure. Basically, we already covered that we are having vector search in two different modes, which is fallback, and we have also hybrid right now, which is combining keyword-based results and vector-based results for the best user experience. And yeah, definitely we should show it in a demo. I'm just so excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So as you can see right now, I'm sharing the vector search settings page, which you can find here on the menu. And this is the page that we are looking right now. Here we have different settings and limit as well. Here you can select between different modes, hybrid or only as a fallback. If you select hybrid, you have a possibility to tailor the experience even further. You can set up the weight for the vector search results. So to define kind of a contribution of the vector results in the merged score with keyword. And you can also define the minimum score for your results. So for example, if you would like to have only high quality relevant items, you can move this and set up it at 70, or it's up to you. Just play around with it works the best for you. And let's go to the demo exactly of the queries. So on the left side, I have keyword search activated. So as you can see, no vector search is here. And on the right side, I have vector search activated in a hybrid mode. What is great in Cockpit is that you can basically test it in different ways. You can select different modes and to simulate how it will work in your website, in your shop, for your shop users. And as you can see, you can select only as a fallback, you can select hybrid, or you can, for the testing purpose, replace keyword search results just to see what exactly vector will be delivering, only vector without any keywords, only for the testing purposes. But we are working with two modes right now, and I'm gonna select hybrid here. And I already prepared a query for you on the background to save some time. This is Kletterausrüstung, climbing equipment in English. And as you can see, we are working with the data, which is covering camping, climbing, and all of this related items, but I would like to find something for climbing equipment by using this synonym word, and that's where keyword search is failing us, unfortunately. But on this side, we have vector search in hybrid, and as you can see, we have some relevant results here delivered by vector. I will show you a little bit closer that we have some climbing clip-up kits, we have some clatter hand cream, we have some clothes, and basically everything relevant for you to start your climbing experience. Let's try something different, something more natural language query. Was brauche ich zum Bouldern, which is what do I need for bouldering? As you know, and Lauren already mentioned that right now experience is changing a bit and people start using search as a talking to the chatbot, right? So they started to really put something like, what do I need for this and that? And that's exactly what we are testing right now. So what do I need for bouldering in German? Unfortunately, in keyword search, you couldn't see anything, but Vector Hybrid is providing us quite relevant results. We have different items here, all relevant for climbing. You can select what do you need for climbing, probably some slackline tools or some boulder bags, so everything that you need. Let's try some feature-based queries. So right now I'm going to try Handschuhe mit touch function, and I'm entering it here on the keyword side. And again, we have issues here because keyword search is not working great when you're trying to explain on the search what exactly you're looking for. You don't know the brand, you don't know the exact name, but you just know how what kind of features this item should have, right? And that's where we are failing with the keyword. But Vector is providing us relevant results since it understands semantically what are you looking for and checks for relevant results. As you can see here, we have relevant glows with touch point function for the fingers, and basically we have what we are looking for, which is great in my opinion. Let's try something else, something also which is describing what do we need. This is Kleidung, die schnell trocken, so clothing that dries quickly. Sometimes we need that for climbing experience, and we can see that on the keyword we have nothing, and on the vector side hybrid we have some clothes which is quick dry function having quick dry, also quick dry, so works as you can see. Let's try last but not least important query that I would like to check with you. This is outdoor jacket with hood windproof fuel heron. What do you think about this query? This is a combination of English and German, and right now we are working with fully German data feed. As you can see, we are still able to find some relevant results here on the keyword side, but too few, just two, basically. That's not what we want. That's not what our shop users would like to have. Let's check hybrid search. And as you can see, we have many outdoor jackets, all for with the hood, windproof, and all the features that we need. But what I would like to highlight here that previously we had queries which are showing zero hit results for the keyword. But right now we have a keyword to results. In order not to miss it and still have it in the hybrid mode, that's where we are merging keyword search results and vector search results, so that we don't have just two results, but we have these search results enriched with the vector search. And we have many of them, not two, but 214. So yeah, that's how it works. Thank you. Over to you, Toby.
Share my screen again.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you, Julia. Now, you have watched and listened. Now you can play again. The next one is, the question is, which use cases for vector search do you think are most relevant for your business and industry? This time you can arrange the different answers we provided here, and just by dragging and dropping them at the top, and just rearrange them in a way that you think fits your needs and your business and industry best. Answers are coming in.
Mhm. Intent on the first place, zero hit result. Oh, zero hit. It's playing. It's sharing. Let's wait a bit more for the
Yeah, no one
rules.
wants 0 hits. That's
Nobody wants to have no. But nobody wants to have irrelevant results as well, right?
true.
Yeah, it's great to see, conversational queries. I think we asked this question maybe even a year ago when it was just starting, and at the time we weren't seeing much of it. But I think over the last year, that's really started to change quite a lot. So it's good to see that reflected here too.
I think there's still lots of discussion around its relevance, but you see it's slowly climbing in
Yeah.
perspective. Yeah. All right. So I think not much surprise that limit 0 results is at the top. All the rest seems to be pretty evenly distributed, except multilingual queries, which I think is something that people often can't imagine are really used. But yeah,
Based on
great.
the data that we analyze from our customers, there are really people who are using multi-language queries. So this is not a secret, and that's why we providing vector search, which is overcoming this challenge as well.
Yeah, and also, like, needless to say, vector search now covers synonyms and of course like spellings and misspellings. So yeah, that's just packaged in as part of a benefit as well.
So thanks everyone. Let's get to the next point, or the last point from the now section, which is data enrichment part 1.
Yes, thanks, Toby. So this solves a challenge we know a lot of you struggle with, and that's messy, inconsistent product data. Interestingly, great search and discovery, on the other hand, requires clean and very structured product information. But we know that most of the time, product feeds aren't perfect, important attributes can be missing, descriptions can be vague, and you end up spending hours fixing it manually, which obviously isn't ideal. But this feature changes that. So using AI, it enriches the product data. So it adds things like attributes, use case, styles. So instead of relying on what's already there, the system intelligently fills in the gaps. So that means your products become much easier to find, not just through search, but also across recommendations and navigation too, which is really useful. It also helps surface similar or complementary items, which again improves product discovery and boosts average order value. So as we mentioned earlier, we're launching that this week, and we do have a few spaces left on the trial. So please speak to your account rep if you want to be part of that beta. So we're launching it soon. Pass back to you, Julia, and we can have a look at the demo.
I'll give you
Sure.
control
Thank you, Laura.
again.
I think you can see my screen. Nice.
Yes.
All right. So I'm sharing right now data enrichment feature, and you can find this by clicking on the menu to the import, and that's where we are right now already. So here is our import, and as a third tab, we have data enrichment here. As you can see, this is the data that we are going to work with. This is very limited data, very bad for the shoppers, zero discoverability almost. We have just product ID, we have master ID, we have some image as well as product title. Sometimes we even don't have any description. So that's all information we have basically. I can try some others as well. So This one has some description, but still that's all we have, nothing else. And we are going to enrich some of those data. So this is about product selection. And we have also the tab here, text review. So as soon as you send something for enrichment, it will appear here for your further review. Would you accept this suggestion? Would you decline this suggestion? Probably you would like to edit it. And also, as soon as we confirm everything that we already reviewed here, we are ready to push it to the confirm text. So let's try how it works. So here on this list, I would like to enrich something like this hat and probably this hoodie. Green, all green, right? My favorite color. Let's click on the confirm selection. And here we have the pop-up, which is confirming that we would like to send this item for the enrichment. So we confirm we would like to. This is our notification that is successfully sent for the enrichment. And we also here have these labels, which would provide you a visibility what kind of products were sent for the enrichment. Let's review them here. I hope. Probably will reload the page. Yes, sorry. And basically, these are the products that we sent, this one and this one. Those were already here, accepted or declined. As you can see here, I'm able to probably remove some text or add more text, something like green color hat for the better discoverability. And of course, don't forget to save this. And this is saved already. And basically, we are happy with this. Let's accept it. And this one, I don't know, also probably happy with that. But we would like to decline it. We don't know. Probably we are not happy. We can play with this as much as we can. It's up to you. Are you happy or not? But in the end, as soon as we reviewed everything, we can just click on all of them and we just confirm review. Yes, I would like to finalize it. And as soon as everything is done, we go to our confirm text. And here we have our two items which are sent for the enrichment. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Probably one more thing to mention, that if you are not sure what kind of product you would like to enrich from here, you can always use this search and, for example, type here shorts. I would like to enrich only shorts. And here you will have all of the results for the shorts if you would like to work only with these items. And as I mentioned previously, you can just select it, you confirm the selection, you send for the enrichment, and you will see them selected here. Additionally, was all others. So that's all I wanted to show. Thank you so much, Tobias. Over to you.
You taking over again. So that's it for our now part. So things you can try now or in the super immediate future. And let's get over to the next section. So things we are working for the immediate future. And the first one here is, not surprisingly, data enrichment part 2, which Lauren will talk about.
Thanks, Toby. So yes, this is in our next. This is actually only a month away, so that's really exciting. And this is where things get super interesting. So in Yulia's demo of data enrichment part 1, you saw how tagging can be handled a bit more manually, but what we've added here in part 2 is the automation. So we're now using a large language model to evaluate tag quality against defined standards, and the high quality tags get automatically approved, which means far fewer manual checks, as you can imagine. So this makes processing large product volumes much faster, while still giving you the option to review or override whenever you need. So really, really powerful stuff. That's it for this one. Back to you, Tobias, for another poll.
Yes, and for this one, you can choose if you agree or disagree or something in between with the statements we have given here on the question, how do you feel about our data enrichment solution? Just remember, if you don't want to answer one of the questions, which is an option, just click skip. Otherwise, you will automatically strongly disagree, which can skew the data a little bit. So just keep that in mind. But I see there's, let's say, some agreement.
Yeah, I think pretty much every roundtable customer or prospect engagement that we have, this does tend to come up to some degree. So yeah, we're excited to be able to do something about it.
While people are voting, I would like to share some experience from the customer advisory board event we had in Cologne this summer. And we were discussing data enrichment with the customers, how they are overcoming those challenges with the data. And one of the customers shared with us that they are using different techniques, different tools and ideas, how they are trying to enrich data from their own kind of experience and understanding of that. So, for example, they are trying to have a description for their images automatically, and then receiving this data and feeding them to the basically their data feed by using OpenAI. So that's how people are overcoming this challenge. But with our solution, you don't have to do this back and forth. Everything is in one tool, and you can enrich it just easily. And last but not least, I didn't mention this while I was doing demo. The data enrichment is fully integrated in NG, and you don't have to upload then your updated data feed. All of the enriched data will be automatically imported to your data feed. So you don't need to do anything. You just enrich your products and all the magic will be on the background.
Really cool.
Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing. I think we can go over to the next slide, which is the relaunch of our A/B testing.
Thanks, Toby. Yeah, so relaunching A/B testing. So this is with a much more streamlined and user-friendly experience. We know testing is one of the most powerful ways to improve performance, but often it can be slowed down by clunky workflows, and that's what we've fixed here. So with a new A/B testing setup, you can compare performance much more quickly, whether that's testing vector, which we hope a lot of you will be doing moving forward, testing different product layouts, recommendations, and you'll get to those insights in much less time. So really, really helpful, and hopefully really helps you get to results a lot quicker. So Julia, over to you to show how it works.
Sure. So as you can see on the screen on the left side, we have the current A/B test tool as we have. And on the right side, we have how the A/B testing will be looking like as soon as we launched it super soon. We already working very hard on this one, and throughout different things that we collected through the talking with our customers to collect their pain points, we understood that we need to set up the test goals. So, for example, to improve click rate, right? We also improved the duration. You can put this open end, you can set up the specific date as soon as it will be started, or you can finish the test automatically as soon as you reach the goal, your test goals that you are trying to achieve. As well as we improved the traffic allocation and we improved the variance that you can test as well. Last but not least, you can test vector search with the A/B testing, and that's the best way to understand how this is performing on your specific shop, probably with different settings for hybrid. It's up to you. Also, regarding the A/B testing, we improved the KPIs overview. Previously, as you can see, it was quite not so user-friendly. It was hard to understand what we are tracking. Everything was a bit all together all over the place. But this time we improved how we are showing the statistics. We also improved the way how we are tracking the KPIs. So not only KPIs that you are trying to target, but also connected KPIs that can be affected by your test. So stay tuned. Super exciting feature.
Thanks a lot. And this leads us to our last section, which will be the later section. And the first topic here is image search, which I know from our poll, a lot of you are pretty excited about.
Thanks so much, Toby. Yes, image search is super interesting feature that we are working on. And basically, what is image search? With the picture that you made with your phone, you can just upload it to the search field, and it will be providing you the relevant results by analyzing what is on the picture exactly. Super interesting experience. Not many shops have it. Almost none. Only big giants have it. And how I discovered that myself. So basically, I just needed to buy a new pipe under my sink, and I didn't know the name of this pipe, how to describe it, how to call it, right? So I just went to my sink and under this I just made a picture of these pipes, right? Of this, how it calls. I still don't know how it calls. So I made the picture and I uploaded it to the huge retail portal, probably, you know, super huge. Everybody knows it, where to find all the possible products worldwide. And there you can upload the image and you will see the results. All of them will be relevant just by uploading the image. That's amazing experience, I think, for those who don't know how the product is named or what is the brand, what kind of feature it has. You have only picture, and by having the picture, you can already have some relevant results in the seconds. Image search is working as an extension for the vector search, basically, because currently our vector search is transferring into vectors only text. But actually it's possible to transfer into numerical values also images, voice, or video. Also, you can combine all of that for even seamless and smoother and much more relevant search experience. So I really love where technologies are heading us in this direction, and looking forward to showcase this feature as soon as we have it in place. Thank you.
There's our last topic, which is vector search part 3.
Thanks. Last but not least, vector search part 3. So this is where things get really, really smart. So here we're introducing a multimodal architecture, and that makes search even more accurate and personalized. So what that means is the system doesn't just use general language models, it's fine-tuned for your specific category and your customer data. So whether you're in fashion, DIY, food, electronics, the search understands the language and context that's unique to your particular business. For example, the word jacket means something very different in high fashion than it does in outdoor gear. But our fine-tune embeddings take that into account. So the results are much more relevant, and customers find what they're looking for a lot faster. On top of that, the system adapts to individual user preference. So if someone tends to shop for minimalist styles or prefers budget-friendly options, vector search learns and reflects those preferences over time. So this level of deep personalization makes it feel really, really intuitive, like the customer, like we already know what the customer means. So this higher relevance, of course, leads to increased conversions and generally just more satisfied customers, which is the aim of the game. So that wraps up our new features that we wanted to highlight from the roadmap. Thanks for all your input and reactions. That's been really, really helpful. And to keep things interactive, we've got one more poll question, and then we'll open it up for the Q&A. Over to you, Toby.
Yeah. Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, this one, you know already, you know how it works. We have listed the features we have presented to you in this webinar, and you can now rearrange the features based on how you think important they are to your business. So what would you ideally like to have like right now at your disposal?
So rewarding.
Vectors leading. Yes.
Great.
No surprises. Vector search is at the top so far. Good change.
It's super interesting that image search was very strong in the word cloud, but it's
Interesting. Yeah.
I think
Maybe
it's
we
just
change
an
their mind.
exciting feature, but I think there, of course, like I don't want to call anything boring, but sometimes boring stuff is also super important, like data enrichment. It's like
Yeah.
not
Good point.
fancy, but it's extremely useful.
Mm-hmm.
Data enrichment would enhance your vector search experience, would enhance your AI guided selling experience as well. So I think when you're working in e-commerce, the data is the key, and everything starts with data. So totally recommend to work with data enrichment, because without data, nothing can work. Only magic of vector can help a bit, but not fully. So I definitely suggest take a look closer into the data enrichment.
I also remember from the very first question that quite some answers were related to automation. And I think also like features that actually improve your daily work and make it easier are also, of course, very valuable.
Yeah. Yeah, I love how some of these work together. To your point, Julia, A/B testing. We can now A/B test vector search, which I just think is really, really helpful, and really helpful to get brands off the ground with this. So yeah.
All right. I think we have a pretty good picture on what you're excited about and which order. And I'd say let's wrap this one up with a little bit of advertisement, of course. I just wanted to let you know that we will be at DMEXCO this year in 2 weeks with our super fancy booth. And everyone will be present. Julia will be there, Lauren will be there, I will be there, lots of our people will be there, and we're happy to chat with you there, give you a demo. You can try out most of the things we have shown you today yourself live at one of our workstations. You can also, if you like, or if you don't have a ticket yet, you can reach out to us. We will give away tickets in exchange for meetings. We will share a link to our landing page with the follow-up email, so you can just schedule a meeting there, and then you will receive a ticket if you like. So we'll be very happy to greet you there. We have some nice coffee. Just wanted to throw that out as well. So always happy to make some coffee for you.
Mhm.
So, with that taken care of, let's get to our last point, which is our Q&A session. I see there have already been some questions from you. If you check out Menti, you can see the questions that have been asked already. You can vote on those. You can give them thumbs up, and if you do so, then they will change in their order, and we will try to answer some, and we have some time left, so that's great. And we will start from the top, from the questions that have the most votes.
Yeah, from my
So
perspective on this one, is keyword search no longer relevant? Keyword is absolutely still relevant, and I think we're still seeing that, and that's why we've built hybrid, which captures both. But I think from a behavior perspective, like we called out earlier in the session, even 12 months ago, we really weren't seeing many people searching in that more conversational way, and it's slowly but surely changing, where we do definitely see those more conversational and more natural based searches within search. So both 100% still relevant. I think that will always be the case, because there's still going to be different generations searching in different ways. So I think that the need for hybrid will always remain, but who knows what we'll be doing in a couple of years' time. Image searching only, probably.
let's jump to the very top for the next question. What does next and later mean? I
Good
told you
point.
guys. I told you.
Very good question. Of course, our roadmap is split into now, next, and later. So now is obvious, that's live now or in the next week or so. Next is what we're targeting for this year, specifically Q4, and later points to 2026, so most likely the first half of the year. But I do want to stress these are directional, not hard commitments, but it does give you a sense of how we're sequencing our priorities. So hopefully that helps.
Thanks, Lauren. Next question. Can we test vector search against our own setup?
I will take this one. Yeah, so of course you can test your vector search against your current setup. We are providing demos with your data already, so you don't have to install it immediately, enable this feature immediately on your setup. You can test it with the CSM and to try it out with your data, as well as you can enable it on your test system if you have any, or you can go straight to production and do the A/B testing to be on the safe side. So these are different approaches that you can take. But in order to answer it shortly, like yes, you can test vector search against your current setup.
Next question. Could we send the data enrichment data back into our PIM? That's something that you can answer, Julia?
And if we're not sure, we can always come back to these questions over email or call as well. I don't know if you know.
Follow up on this question just to check with our team, but the first answer that I can give, yes, you basically can. We will provide data enrichment as a part of NG, as well as the data enrichment will be provided also, if you like, as a standalone version. So if you don't want to integrate it into your NG, you can get just a standalone version and you can get the enriched CSV file in order to then push it to your systems where you would like to have it. So I hope that answers your question, but we can follow up with this one definitely.
Thanks a lot. And then we have a question on the roadmap. Data enrichment. Is it possible not only to enrich tags for the keywords, but put attributes like size or color in real shop attributes?
I will take over this one. So currently we are working only with tags because for us it is important that people will be able to discover this product, to search this product by specifying specific things like color or size or anything else where they didn't have any data before that. But in order to enrich specifically sizes and colors in real shop attributes, this is something that we would need to improve in the future because right now we are working only with tags. But this feedback is super valuable, and all of the features and all the initiatives that we are doing, they are based on your customer feedback, which is very valuable for us. So you will guide us in the next journey of the data enrichment direction, definitely. We will follow up with you.
Okay, thanks. We're working through these. That's great. So vector search is now not active in FactFinder. I think this matches with two questions I got via GoToWebinar, and I think we can address these together. Where people asked, is vector search now like available right now in our FactFinder? I can't find it anywhere, or do you have to do something to enable it, or anything else?
I will take over this one. In order to enable vector search, you would need to reach out to your CSM, and it will be organized on the background. Of course, you would need to be upgraded to the latest NG version, and together with this one, the technical consultancy CSM will enable your vector search on your setup. And you can start working with that just right after.
All right. Well, that answers that. Thanks a lot. And let's do one more. Are there any live shops where we can see the new guided selling?
There are live shops, many. For example, Bergfreunde also, as far as I know, TUM has some guided selling as well. So it's hard to really tell like what kind of customers are having them. This is just out of my memory, but we released AI guided selling. I think it was spring, and many customers are already successfully using that. So it's just a question to go to the search to try to see these categories where you have this advisor.
Yeah, we can follow up with that with a link to some of the sites or a site or two that it's on. So yeah, thanks for that.
Should we proceed? We have 5 minutes left. Are you still up for 2 more questions?
Why not?
I'm up for, yeah, let's go.
You are saying yes and shaking her head at the same time. It's great. So I get over to this one we already answered.
Yeah.
This one is interesting one. Which AI models are used for data enrichment? And
We are working with OpenAI here.
all right.
So basically LLM from OpenAI.
And the last one, how did the data enrichment work? Also with picture analysis.
The data enrichment analyzing the information that is provided, and it's trying to send the information, basically all of the information that, okay, again, how did data enrichment work? So many questions, sorry. And we are live, yeah? Basically, as I already showed on the demo, we have information such as product title, and also we have probably description. That's all we have. We do not analyze pictures yet, but this is something that we would like to work in the future. And by having this limited information, LLM would provide us with the additional context and with suggested text. And that's where exactly we are enriching the data. But still, you are in a full control, as I showed. You can edit those texts, you can add more, you can rename probably something. Probably you want to have something more specific to specify, okay, this is woman's head. This is for men's head, like. So you can play with that. It's fully flexible. And yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot. There are a few more questions which we will address afterwards, of course. I think we're at a good time now, and we can wrap it up here. Again, thanks a lot for everyone who joined and took part in this experiment we did. I hope it was fun for you. It was definitely fun for me. Lots more to do for me than usual. But it's also very valuable for us that you provided this kind of feedback, your input, your questions, took part in the polls and everything, because that's really what these kinds of events usually, the event manager, are about. And it's great that we are able to take these to online and reach more people with it, more customers. So thanks a lot for taking part. If you have any feedback on that, please feel free to reach out. There will also be an exit poll as soon as the webinar is closed, where you can provide feedback and ask questions. And of course, you can always reach out to your account manager if you have any special questions. And again, we are at DMEXCO. There's a high probability that your account manager will be there as well. So just stop by and say hi, and we'll be very happy. And then I think I give the last words to Lauren and Julia. Thanks to you both for also presenting all the infos here and taking part in this. And I say bye.
And thanks
And
to you,
Lauren?
Joe. And thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks, everybody.
And have a nice day, and see you soon. Bye-bye.